Good morning, everyone. How are you? Let me just double check. How are you? Okay, cool. All right, good morning. Good morning. It's so great to be here. I'm so blessed and grateful to be able to be on this call today with you guys. So, let me first just set up the space here for us so that we can have a nice sacred space where we can communicate. So, all right, cool. So right before I jumped on the call, I had lit my Palo Santo, and as like the smoke was coming up, for anybody who ever has a hard time meditating or like getting into a meditative state, one thing you can do is just light your Palo Santo, and then as you can just literally zone out, like just watching the smoke go straight up. It's really it's really mesmerizing and it's really beautiful. So just know that yeah, if you ever have a hard time, like I said, just one of those things that kind of came to me and I figured I'd just share it with you guys. So anyway, so let's bless the space today. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm so grateful to be on. Too much. And I'm grateful to be here to be able to provide you with the weekly Ascension updates. All right, so let's get started. This week, we have been merging the divine feminine and divine masculine aspects of ourselves and coming into wholeness and coming it back into our sacred union energies. So anybody who's been going through this and anyone who's been experiencing this, you may have had, and I'm going to call them a lot of opportunities this week to understand yourself more and to really go within and really see where you've been limiting yourself. So it's really been a week of mastering the mind. And for me personally, like getting into this sacred union. So as you're stepping into this sacred union and you're ascending more, these are where all of the things are coming up to the surface to be seen and to be alchemized. So you may have noticed this past week, especially, things from the past have just been coming up into your mind. So many things, your mind has just been going nonstop. Like, again, not as a test, because I'm kind of trying to pull back from using that word, but as an opportunity for you to really go within and really understand like where this is all stemming from, and really understand the separation between the mind, the ego, and your true essence, your true self. And that's where we've really been stepping into our heart space, into our true north, our true self. And it's been beautiful. Like it's really an amazing experience, and I'm like truly grateful to God for allowing me to experience this, because you can't experience the union until you understand the separation. And when I speak of separation, I'm not speaking of separation between physical divine masculine and physical divine feminine. I'm speaking of the separation that all of us come to earth to experience. That when we come here as souls, we separate ourselves and we experience separation from the divine. And it's almost like it's a forgetting. So we come here, like we're one and whole with God before we come here. Then we come down to earth and boom, we forget. We forget that we are a part of source. And the journey it's a journey back to source. And that's where we are now. We're coming into this beautiful sacred energies, beautiful sacred union energies with the divine, with the Most High, with God. And it is so beautiful. It's a beautiful process of really, it's beautiful and like heart wrenching. And there's just, I don't know, every emotion is in there, right? And you're feeling it all. It's very experiential in the sense that your mind is on overdrive and your mind is really testing you, because your mind is like Your mind has always been the one in control, and it wants to remain that control. And it can't understand something like this. It doesn't understand higher consciousness. It's only limited to the self here. So your mind wants to do everything it can in its power to keep you here, to keep you like kind of stuck in that matrix. But your heart knows where it resides, knows where it's home, and it wants to come home. So it's like your heart is pulling you one way, your mind is trying to pull you back this other way. So it's kind of this like pull in both directions. And it's really just trying, like remembering who you are and finding that center. And it goes in waves, so like you maybe wake up like one minute and be like, okay, I got this. Like I am in the 5D. I understand that. And then there's moments where you kind of, your mind pulls you back to the 5D. And it's really just coming into self-mastery about how you control that, how you come back to yourself, and how you can really discern the differences between the mind, between the ego, and between your heart space and your true self. So, but like I said, it's been a beautiful, beautiful couple weeks here as we're transitioning in. So anybody else who's going through this, I love you. I understand. I have compassion for you. And if you want to reach out and connect, I would love that. I would love to be able to connect with you and speak with you directly as to what you're experiencing in this moment. Because it can feel lonely at times. So just know that there's somebody else out here going through the same thing, that really wants to connect with you and really wants to be able to, communicate together and understand one another. So we can help each other ascend. So, but again, this is the final portion of the ascension, coming back into sacred union and coming back into this enlightenment, right? The enlightenment of that you are divine. You always were divine, and it's not even coming back. It's more like a remembrance. Okay. So yeah, let me just go through my notes just to make sure. So yeah, it's basically this whole week's been about moving towards wholeness and self-awareness. That is like the sacred union. The alignment of mind, body, and spirit towards a higher purpose. So we're knowing, if you've been seeing 144 everywhere, it's just your reminder that you are this way shower, you are a leader, you are here for a divine purpose, bigger than you can ever imagine. So just keep going, just keep your eyes focused on the divine, connect with yourself, and they will show you the way. It's really also trusting in God, really falling back on God and coming into oneness with God, with Source, and knowing that He is in the forefront of everything, and really trusting in that, having faith, falling back into His arms, just knowing that He has got you, your higher self has got you, and they are guiding you through this process. Everything you've been through so far, they're the ones who have, sorry, I just got like this wave of emotion. They're the ones who have been like guiding you this whole entire time. So they have you. Sorry, let me take a moment here. So if you are an empath, you understand like emotions and how they come through. So so you are divinely guided by God, and your higher self. Like they know the way, and they have been showing you the way this whole entire time. So and as much as they've shown you signs and everything, it could still be like glimmers and glimpses of doubt in there. And it's really just anchoring into that truth and that trust, that they're there and they have you, and they are in the 5D, just like I guess paving the path, showing you the way, and letting you know that you're not alone, and that you are loved more than you can ever imagine in this lifetime. And then they're supporting you along the way and along your journey. You wouldn't have gotten to this point without them. Like they pushed you into this ascension. You chose this before you came here, but they've been your guides all along. And your higher masculine too, if your higher divine feminine, divine masculine, whichever, your higher masculine has been with you this whole time too. So anybody who's on the twin flame journey, and who's kind of coming in and seeing things for what they are at this moment, um, just know that your masculine has never left you either. Your masculine has always been with you, and you're coming back into that remembrance of who you are, and you're going to be coming back into that feeling, the feelings of that they are with you, and that you feel them, and you have that telepathy, and you have that inner knowing, you have the feeling that they're there with you, and it's beautiful. But yeah, you will start to transcend more into this in this fifth dimension, and start feeling that again. Even me, I can actually feel my higher masculine, feel my masculine with me at this time, guiding me, and like it's beautiful. Like, and your heart space is opening. So your heart, which I was going to talk about, like it's the sacred rose, the sacred divine feminine, your heart chakra is opening now at this time too. So you're going to feel that energy that just like opens up. Like when you open your heart chakra and you're truly open and you are here and present, like you can feel it. You can feel the vibration, you could feel the energy coming out of it, and that is your true essence. That's your true divinity. That is exactly who you are. So that's all coming back online. So it's been a lot as far as like a lot of changes, going through the ascension process, mastering the mind, feeling into these energies in the heart space, feeling into the energies in your crown chakra, different portions of energy moving throughout your body, different changes, things that are coming up from the past, either food aversions, food cravings, so many different things happening in your body at this moment. But just know that like I said, I'm here with you and I got you. So, but yeah, it's the alignment of the mind, body, spirit towards a higher purpose, mastery of the self, focus intentions. Oh yeah, also blocking out any distractions to really connect with the divine. So a couple weeks ago, I've been talking about solitude, where this has been your time to come back to yourself and really align with the divine and cut out all the distractions in your life. Anything that has really been distracting you from this final ascension process, in your heart you needed to do this, and you need to come back to yourself. You need to realign with the divine. You need to reconnect and communicate with the divine, come back to yourself, and finalize your ascension here so that you can truly step into your um, further into your mission for your higher divine purpose at this time. We're all here for a divine reason, and now is your time to really step up. So as I'm saying this is everything is in alignment. So things are just aligning exactly how they're supposed to be at this point, and you are in alignment with yourself. So if you're seeing this, that's just your confirmation at this time. Okay, so the other thing is the art of letting go. This has been a big thing, and this is not an easy process. I can't stand when I see videos that say you have to let go, just surrender, just let go. It's it's just such an easy thing to say, and when you are conditioned the opposite way, to like hold on tight and attach to things, whether it's material things, whether it's a person, whether it's a feeling, whether it's whatever it is, love, whatever it is, it's very hard when you're conditioned that way to understand the opposite. So just give yourself grace and give yourself space at this time to really feel into that. And it'll come in waves, and it's a process. But you are exactly where you're meant to be, and you are working through these. You are working through this, and you are working towards letting go. When I say, and even like, you have to understand, like when we say let go, it's really just letting go of the attachment to something, like the attachment to something where you're almost like binding it into place, right? If you hold on so tight to something and want to take it in as your own, and you really like hold it and squeeze it and like don't let it go, you're really stifling the life and the beauty of that individual, of that person, of that concept, of that whatever it is, right? You're stifling its true essence. So it's about like letting go. It's not saying that we can't have love in this life or we can't have another person in this life. It's just the ego's attachment to that, that we're letting go of. It's not necessarily letting go of that specific person or that specific desire. It is also okay to have desires in this life. There's nothing wrong with that. So it's really just stepping into that inner knowing and the art of letting go. And it does take time. Um, there's numerous like tips and tricks you can do to kind of help yourself let go. One thing for me is really just spending time in nature and spending time around water, because it really helps me to learn how to go with the flow and know that life just flows. Like there is a flow to life, and there is an ease to life if we let it happen. Right? We're really typically the ones who are always getting in our own way. So. Um, but yeah, so there, I mean, after all that, right? So there's been like this, it's like I said, it's been a very, very like tough learning process that we've been going through of really coming into alignment with our higher purpose and mastery of the self. So with that, there's been a lot of like mind and ego and testing and opportunities to go within and learn yourself. But there is a reset that's happening. There is a new chapter that we're stepping into. And this new chapter, it's a just new beginnings and like the manifestation of potential, like knowing that you are in union, knowing that you are in unity consciousness, knowing that you are part of the divine, knowing that you are limitless, and knowing that you have the ultimate potential to create just as God creates. So just that inner knowing that you are in that creatrix energy now, and you are going to begin to create your new beginning, your new life, your new reality, what you truly want here in life. So, but yeah, it's an inner transformation, an alchemy of the soul, sacred. Yeah, so sacred marriage. Like I said, we've been coming into this inner union, sacred marriage, the alchemical marriage, the hieros gamos. This is where we are at this moment. So any twin flames that are out there, or anybody else who has a divine counterpart, we all have an inner divine feminine, divine masculine. So anybody else who's on this ascension journey, who's going through this at this moment, this is just your confirmation that, yeah, you are in, you're going through the sacred marriage at this time. And some signs, you will feel it. You'll feel it in your body. Even like right before I jumped on my call last week and all week, I had this pain right in my rib. So I know that was God really going through. How I ended the call last week was, that was Genesis, Eve's creation, where he takes a piece of the rib and creates Eve from Adam's rib. And it's that divine partnership, the structural unity, companionship, rather than inferiority or dominance. So it's really that balance between that divine masculine and divine feminine energy. But yeah, it's that integration of opposites coming together at this moment. It meets in the heart space. So like I said, you will be feeling your heart space open at this time. And love is the highest vibration capable of breaking any curse. So for me personally, there was one day that I woke up this week and I felt that for the past few years, I have been under a spell, under a curse. And we've been breaking free of that. And that curse energy, it's not necessarily a curse, right? It's more just the fact that we had this like veil over our face, this mask over our eyes where we couldn't see clearly and we couldn't see who we truly were, because that was our whole purpose. Like we came here, like I said, to forget, and then the journey is all about remembering our path back to God, back to the divine. So it's like that curse, that veil had lifted off of our eyes, and it's just like you can actually come back into union with yourself. So it's really, really beautiful. But yeah, like I said, love is the highest vibration capable of breaking any curse. So just know that you are stepping into your true divinity and you are love. You are divine. You are God in just experiencing itself here as a human. So, but knowing, all right, so as we move forward, on a lighter note. So I've been really, now is the time to really appreciate the fruits of your labor, appreciate how far you've come, and know that this hasn't been an easy journey. It's not, So as much as once you get to this point, you can understand and you can separate and understand the concept of life is easy and creating that life of ease. But you can't experience that until you experience the struggle. And that's where we've been, and we're coming out of that. So just know that the period of struggle is over. So in my title, I said that we've been in this whole period of survival. So since we were born till now, we've been just operating in survival mode. And and now it's time to step into union and unity consciousness and thrive. So now this is our energy. We're coming back online. We're coming back to ourselves. We feel that divinity within. It's rising in our heart chakra. It's, exuding from our heart space, exuding out. Our light is beaming out, and it is our time to shine. So, it's really just knowing that we're moving into this sweet period of rewards, of abundance, of financial security, of safety, of emotional stability, where, like I said, your life is easy, right? We're moving into this place of ease, and life is easy. But life is beautiful and it is short. So remember, at this moment, live life to the fullest. God is good. You are divine. Just live your life and with joy. Remember to bring joy and happiness into every single moment of your life. And just to see the beauty and the divinity and the oneness in everything, in every single moment, because life is short, it's fleeting. And you just want to make sure that you savor your blessings before they pass. So with that, again, this is that finality of that spiritual awakening, but also know that your root chakra, I've been seeing so much red, so many things with red this week in them, but your root chakra, which is also your safety, your stability, that is all coming into alignment at this time. So you will be feeling more financially secure. You will be feeling more abundant in nature. That is, abundance is your true divine nature. So you will be feeling all that now as we move forward. So, all right, cool. So I'm going to pull some cards now for the end here. I kind of went on a little bit longer than normal, but just to see where we're going this week. So these are the Twin Flame Answers and Illuminations Oracle deck here. So I'm going to pull some cards for the Twin Flames to let you know, see where you guys are right now. So saying law of attraction. So really just, you're going to attract back. Again, the Twin Flame process is really more about magnetism. It's when you're coming into your wholeness, you will magnetize that your twin, your divine counterpart back in. But also just know, like the law of attraction, it's all same thing, all about mind mastery. Now that you've learned to master your mind and you're moving into this manifestation energy and this true divine potential energy, the law of attraction, you attract what you think, what you believe. So really keep your thoughts on what you want, on your desires, and create the life of your dreams. Create what you want. But the law of attraction, that's what we're getting right now. So really, really beautiful. Let's see what else. I got this. I don't know. So I got this card. It says no, but really the way it came out to me was on, like it's on, let's go. So I don't see it like that as a no. And I hate when there's yes and no cards when I don't specifically ask the question. But yeah, this kind of really came through upside down to me as on, like it's on, let's go. We're in sacred union now. Now it's a matter of like harnessing our power and really feeling that divinity and feeling that that beauty and that potential and that limitlessness within us. So let's see what we got. Yep, mission. So again, it's on. This is where you're really stepping into your true power and your mission, and knowing that your light is always shining. Your light never goes off, right? You don't have an on-off switch, right? So your light is always shining, and that's part of your mission. Your mission is to find joy and happiness in this world, different ways that you can shine your light and be your true authentic self. We just passed Easter. So we just passed Easter. I don't know. For some reason, I'm seeing more like reset in that, not Easter. Tarot reading. Make it a tarot reading as a confirmation. But yeah, Easter is more like I'm seeing it as like a reset. Like this is where we are right now. Let's see, one other card. Anything else has to come out? Hold on. What else needs to come out for Twin Flames here? Any other card? There's say one more. I'm definitely like feeling like burpee energy, so like a lot of fear. Yeah, I just got this chakra cleanse too. So you may want to cleanse your chakras today. Like I said, especially that root chakra. That's what's been coming through a lot for me. Just the past couple days with a lot of red, a lot of cherries, a lot of what is that? That's the other thing I saw that something else red this morning too that I saw. But yeah, a lot of red coming through. So a lot of root chakra. So you may want to cleanse your chakras just to kind of clean out all that energy and keep your energy really clean as you move forward. So all right, let's see. Do gateway of light activation. Just see where this is. And then we'll do work your light just to kind of finish off. So let's pull these. All right, what do we need to know from this deck? Let's see what's going to come out for this. Let's see what card is coming out. Come out. What needs to come out? Let's see. You're telling me yes, there's something that wants to come out from this deck. So let's see what it is. Here it is. Bye-bye. I fell to the floor. Soul Star activation. So yeah, this like really kind of perfect for where we are. It's activating. I'm seeing our Merkaba here. Where we're really starting to come online and really activate our Merkaba, and which is again our balanced divine feminine, divine masculine. They're two three-dimensional triangles that rotate in one another, and that's how we travel. So yeah, it's saying Soul Star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. So let's see what this is. Soul Star. So that, again, that's remembering who we are, exactly where we are right now. We're stepping back into our divinity. Soul Star activation. Here we go. Okay. The Soul Star chakra is the energy center that is found around 6 to 12 inches above the crown and connects us directly with soul wisdom. It's our gateway to the etheric realms, which hold all the lessons of all the incarnations that we've experienced. Through our soul star, we access information and wisdom like a computer connecting to the internet through broadband instead of having to move through dimensions to access the information. We can remain connected at all times and download support as necessary. The Egyptian god Horus appears on this card as our spiritual guide. His hawk-headed image is said to illustrate his connection to the sun, moon, and stars. As a keeper of energetic portals to hidden realms, he can help us remember our starry origins, open psychic vision, and connect directly with the wisdom that is held in the stars. So to connect, imagine yourself in a wide open space under a night sky filled with stars. Say, Horus, cosmic sky guardian, thank you for activating my soul star chakra so that I can remember on a soul level. Through your previous journeys, you have learned much about the inner workings of your soul and about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins. At this point, you are in a powerful space, for you are remembering who you truly are, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life, the life of those you love, and of course, the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul contracts you made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying if you are making the right decisions, know that even if you aren't conscious of it, all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your soul's evolutionary plan. And when you draw this gateway, you are opening up on higher levels. So again, for anybody who's really come into Sacred Union, this is a great thing to meditate on and to really call on Horus and really focus right above here, above your crown chakra, opening up that soul star chakra to really activate your true potential and bring in that divine wisdom down into your light body here. So it's a great message. So truly grateful for that, for angels and guides. And then this last one, we're at 30 minutes here. So normally I like to go around there, but I feel one more message that wants to come out from this Work Your Light deck. Now let's see. Is there a message in here? Yes. These? No. Let me see. The message needs to come out of this Work Your Light deck. Let's see. They are being called to pull a card from this deck. So let's see. Here it is. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Let's see what this is. Unbound. Bear with me. I'm seeing it's like they're kind of floating free, and then they have these connections. Part of me thinks it's pulling back some of your power. 108. Here it is. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. It's time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They're coming up to be healed. There's never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It's time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? When you name them, you claim them and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it's also important to acknowledge how they've served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It's time to unbind from the old waves of being that are no longer sustainable. So it says, hold the card on your heart and say, I release all old soul stories, vows, contracts, and patterns that are no longer aligned with who I came here to be in the present time. I carry the lessons, growths, and gifts, but I no longer choose to live that same story. May I be unbound, forever unbound. So that's just a perfect way to end this call, is really just saying you want to unbind from any of those programs, any of those previous beliefs, anything that's holding you back from stepping into that true divinity. And again, take some time out within the next couple of days here, hopefully today if possible, to really connect with your soul star chakra and really start to activate your inner divine wisdom and really bring your gifts online so that you can begin to really live your mission here on earth. So thank you guys all for joining me today. I'm truly blessed. I'm grateful for every moment, any person who watches these videos, who watches with me live. I'm truly grateful. So thank you. Bye. Have an amazing week.